It's over. It's done. Angela and Michael from 90 Day Fiancé, you guys, their marriage, according to Angela, is done, and she will be filing for a divorce. Now, let me just say, first off, we have not seen her file this divorce yet, so I have no idea if she actually went through with it. But on the last episode of 90 Day Fiancé, she was done. She was over. She finally sat down with Michael, virtually, of course, and said, listen, Michael, go meet a woman in Nigeria. I can't keep giving and giving and giving. And I was kind of like, what is she doing? But anyway, more on that in a second. She said, I can't keep giving. This relationship is one-sided. You don't care about me. You are never there for me. I'm done. That is it. We are done, and this is over. And I kind of thought Michael was going to fight for it and try to stand up and say, you know, I want to win you back. But honestly, he didn't. At first, he was kind of trying to. He was saying, you know, my dear, this, that, and the other. But then as it went on, you know, he finally just said, okay, I'm not going to fight. Angela hung up the phone, and then we got to see in a preview for the next episode that Michael was out, you know, playing soccer with his friends, hanging out, and he goes, I'm going to live my life now as a single man. And we did get to see Angela meet up with her attorney, Lou, the same attorney that was doing all the immigration stuff. So I don't know, it's like, don't you have to kind of specialize in, you know, some kind of a law thing? But I guess not, because Lou does immigration. Now I guess he's doing divorce law too. And yeah, she met with him. She said, Lou, I need to get a divorce. Now, I don't know what's going on in present day. I have absolutely no idea. Don't really care. I think this is unbelievable. And honestly, as I saw it go down, I'm curious what you guys think. If you think this is real, or if it's fake for the show, or if Angela's just causing drama. I'm really curious what you guys think. But if you don't already know, Angela's been married twice before. Once, I think, with, you know, Skyla, and then the other daughter, Scotty's dad. And then I think once another's random guy, I believe. I don't think three other, I think it was just two other times. My whole point is this. I just think Angela, honestly, she's lost the weight, she's now practically famous, and I just kind of think she's cool jumping in and out of marriage. She's sick of Michael. She does get mad at him a lot, and I'm also kind of curious what you guys think. Who is right and wrong in this situation? Is Angela right? Like, what do you guys think? Comment below, because I'm curious. Do you guys think Angela is in the right, or is she in the wrong? Or is Michael in the right or wrong? What do you guys think? My take is, I think that Angela wants to just jump in and out of marriage. Now that she's famous, she's lost all this weight, she probably thinks she can just get a better man in the US, and she's probably like, why am I waiting and spending all this money to be with Michael, who he does want a kid? I'm not going to give him a kid. And it's like, at the end of the day, he is kind of ignoring her. And I just honestly think that two wrongs never make a right. I think Angela is wrong for constantly screaming at him, constantly not being two-sided. She's always going off on it. Like, she's just going off for no apparent reason. She cannot have an adult, normal, level-headed conversation, rarely ever. At least not on camera. Maybe off camera she's fine. But Michael, it does kind of seem like Michael wasn't there for her when she needed him. So I think it's two wrongs. They never ever make a right, you guys. So it's like, that's what I think. Comment below what you guys think. But as far as we know now, it really appears that Angela and Michael are done, and she's going to be filing for a divorce. And like I said, I'm not shocked whatsoever. I think this, I kind of honestly saw this coming. And if it doesn't happen now, I wouldn't be shocked at all, y'all, if it ends up happening pretty freaking soon. I don't think he's ever going to make it to America. Let me just say that. I do not believe Michael will ever make it to America. Okay, now let's keep going on for other stuff we got to see in this episode. We got to see Yara, Jovi. I'll keep them real quick. If you don't already know, Yara, Jovi, this is just it's just complete, what is the word? Karma? And I hate to use the word karma, but it is kind of karma. Jovi left to go to work. Yara went to go stay at Jovi's mom's, Gwen's. That's a lot of mixed wording. She went to go stay at Jovi's mom's house, and her name is Gwen, because there was a storm coming through Louisiana. She went there for a couple days. The storm came and went, and then that is when Yara was like, I'm gonna go back home to my place with my daughter, because she felt uncomfortable and weird, and just it wasn't her home. So, you know, Gwen kind of just said, hey, I want you to stay, but she said, if you wanna go, you can go. She ended up leaving, and then about 2 or so weeks later, Yara called her because she had corona. So of course, she ended up going back to Gwen's place because she couldn't watch the baby. She was exhausted. She had a really bad headache. Thankfully, her symptoms didn't seem super strong or anything, but she definitely did have symptoms. She didn't feel good. I think she kind of had like flu-like symptoms and a really bad headache, it sounds like. I think she was kind of dizzy too. It's funny how everyone's symptoms are just totally different. And, you know, it's rarely ever the same. And then but she couldn't watch the baby. She couldn't carry the baby. She couldn't take a nap. So she went over to Gwen's. And we have to give Gwen a big thank you and round of applause for letting her come there while she was sick. Like, that in itself is pretty amazing that Gwen just said do that, because most people would say, Absolutely not. You cannot come into my house while you are sick with literally anything. So we got to give her a pretty big, round of applause for that one. But she went over there, she healed, she recovered, she was fine. We got to see Yara talk to Jovi, and that was just hilariously stupid because this guy, listen, I like these two. I think they are a cute couple, but Lord, my God, they're stupid. Like, so Jovi obviously knew that she had corona, and then of course he just said, geez, you don't look good. And then of course Yara got mad because he said that she didn't look good. Then he was saying, well, how'd you even get it? And it's like, Jovi, no one knows how they get it. In my opinion, you can do everything with a mask and gloves, and you can literally do just about anything, and you can still just happen to get it. I know so many people that were being careful as heck, and they got it. So it's like, who knows where, who, when, how? But Yara was like, I have to go to the grocery store, I have to go out and do stuff because I don't have no one else here. And so it's like, I got it. And Joey at first was kind of like, almost like, mad at her kind of. And I was like, dude, are you kidding me? You're seriously, you're gonna be mad at her for something that she didn't even ask for? It's like, really? And then he kind of calmed and cooled down, and it was fine. It wasn't that big of a deal. But I was just like, this is just so stupid. But so it's like the guy is just an idiot. Nothing against him, but God, he just has the dumbest stuff sometimes. But I like them as a couple. I think they're cute. Something happens with him. I don't know what, but he's still overseas for work. Then we ended up seeing him and Yara and Gwen, his mom, all FaceTime. And he says, I have some bad news, which that probably tells me he has to stay longer for work, which that really sucks. I want to see them together. I like them. I think they're cute together. I don't know. I do. He ends up making it back one way or another, though, because we did see that they end up going to Miami. So eventually, some which way or another, he does make it back to the United States. So they're going to be perfectly fine. We saw them. Then, oh my God, we saw Natalie and Mike, and I'll keep these real quick. This is just painful to watch. Basically, they came back from Oklahoma. Natalie bought a rat, let me just say, which number one, disgusting, barf, sick. Oh my God, I'm not even, no. I am not a rat person. Oh, it makes me want to just cringe. No. So yeah, she like adopted a pet rat, and Mike and her were just, loving the freaking thing. It was weird and disgusting. But anyway, they were talking about that. Then finally, Natalie brought up Oklahoma, and what do you think happened? Mike got into a big fight. Here's the problem. Honestly, you want to know my honest truth? Mike, he's kind of an idiot, and Natalie, she's kind of an idiot too, and they both are awful at describing how they're feeling and what is going on, and they can't describe their feelings at all, and they just get into huge, gigantic fights. That's their problem. So they can't communicate at all. Natalie brought up the Mike, the Mike's mom thing, and then, but she worded it so stupidly. It's like, what? I mean, honestly, if Natalie just was like, more, I don't even know, with it, she would have just said, okay, Mike's mom, Trish, you said this word to me. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't, but why didn't she just sit down, calm down, and say, I heard you say this word, that hurt my feelings, let's try to hash this out. But she never did, and it just stayed, that fight just kind of stayed in the room, and I think this fight will be the end of them, because I don't think they're going to be together much longer. It happened in Thanksgiving, and we now know in present day that around December 24th, they end up, splitting up and going their separate ways. So their relationship is coming to an end. It's going to be over very soon. It's painful to watch. Mike started screaming. Natalie went back and was like, she said something so weird about how, like, Trish raising a man that would, like, it was, like, the weirdest thing I've ever heard. She was like, how could someone that would call me that word, like, raise a man? And then Mike was like, wait, Mike was like, so now you're getting mad at me? It was like the weirdest thing ever. If Trish did call Natalie that word, shame on her. Trish is immature, Trish is stupid, but it's like, either way, they should have talked about it, and they never did. I'm not team Natalie, I'm not team Trish, I'm not team Mike, I'm just team get these people off 90 Day Fiancé so we can talk about someone else, because this is just so annoying. So they were fighting, and it looks like I said, another episode or two, and these two will likely for sure be done. And if you are wondering, what about Julia and my guy? I don't know why I just said my guy, because I really can't stand that guy, but and also Brandon. They were also not on 90 Day Fiance. They were not on the episode. We got to see a sneak peek of them, and it looks kind of juicy, not gonna lie to you guys. What we got to see was this: Brandon and Julia finally moved into another apartment, and honestly, I hope they can make it work, just because it's just like, the guy's 28 years old. I don't care about, Betty and Ron and everyone. I'm just saying, for his own sake, if you are 28 years old, and if you are 28 or older and you still live at home, nothing against you, but it's like, for Brandon, you want to live this mature adult life and act like you're so independent and all this stuff, then move on out and live your own life. So I think for him and her, this is an amazing thing for them. Hey, you know, amazing things are happening. So I think it's an amazing thing for them. They should have done this a long time ago. They moved out to a very nice apartment we got to see. Julia made a comment that was kind of more so just stupid. She was like, okay, you know, our bed can go here, the couch can go there. And she was like, the baby's bed can go there. And everyone was like, baby, I don't think she's pregnant. I really don't. I think she just said some stupid comment just to get a little reaction. We all know Julia, she loves getting a reaction. I don't think no one's pregnant. I mean, she definitely could be. But actually, wait, no, she's not, because she's in Russia right now. Yeah, she's 100% not. She's in Russia right now. If you don't already know, last week she posted on her Instagram a very cryptic message just saying, you know, I go to Russia with a sad face. And I was like, what is going on? Now we know. She filmed the 90 Day Fiance tell-all in New York a couple weeks ago. Now she can leave the country, and she went to Russia, because it was her mom's birthday like a couple days ago. That's why she went. And we saw pictures of her. She's not pregnant, no baby, and she could not have had a baby since they filmed then and now. No way. That's just a complete stupid joke. Nothing going on. So just a stupid reaction comment by Julia, and that was it. We're not going to see them. We just got to see a little sneak peek, and that was about it. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned shortly for my part 2 of what else went down in this recap of 90 Day Fiance. Well, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit the comments below, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.